Hello, my name is Michael Lewis, and this is for FTE 217 Modern Sporting Rifles. We are to do a functions check and a functions check with dummies. So, first and foremost, you always want to make sure your firearm is on safe and is clear. So for this purpose, I'm going to show you it is clear, or it is safe. And you may not be able to see in there, but I can. It's clear. So, we're going to put the bolt back into place. The first step in a functions check is to make sure that the trigger does not fire on safe. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to push it. Should not move. It's going to make a little noise. It's metal. It's going to happen. As long as it's not super wiggly and as long as it's not firing in safe, it should be good. Second step, we're going to go ahead and select fire on your fire selector. You're going to pull the trigger. When you pull the trigger, you're going to want to keep it compressed, so don't let it go. That's what we want to hear. That is the hammer hitting the firing pin. That's what we want. Now the second step to this is to hold that trigger down. Let that go. What you want to hear, you might have to get close for it, you want to hear the metallic click. Okay. Now, when I was in the Army, that was called resetting. It's just to double check that everything inside is working properly, because if it's not, you could shoot around. It could be very bad. So now we do the magazine with I only got 2 dummy rounds in there. First thing you want to do is just to make sure that that magazine does fit and make sure that it is in there. Now that it's in there, you want to do another thing. You want to do a drop test. So when you push the magazine catch, which is just on the right side of your firearm, it's that one thing. You just want it to drop. If it drops freely, then you're good. Shouldn't come out, so that's good. So that's what we want. Now, the first thing you want to do is get a round in there. Release it. Now, it's on safe. You want to double check. So, we're pulling it. We're making sure it doesn't fire. We're going to put it in fire. We're going to pull the trigger. Now, you can't hold this down when doing the next step. It will not let you because of the headspace between the round and the bolt. So just let it go. The purpose for this is to make sure that it does eject. And it does. So, release it. You want to close your dust cover. It's going to help us with the dust cover part next. So basically, we want to put it in safe again, pull the trigger, nothing there, fire, fires. Now, theoretically, the magazine's empty, the bolt should not move forward. And it didn't. So that's good. So now, we want to put this back, and we want to check the forward assist. So what we're going to do is take the magazine out, and we're going to just break down the back half of it. And what we want to do is making sure that goes in forward. That just helps the round move forward. So there, it moves forward. Now we're good. Now the second part to this was about the trigger squeeze. Personally, it is hard to tell without firing rear rounds. But from what I can tell from this, it is very smooth. The reason why I say that, just give you an example, I'm barely pulling the trigger. That's smooth. Any smoother than that, you drop it, it's going to go off. So theoretically, I think this is a smooth trigger, and that's why I like it. This third part was to measure the barrel length. Unfortunately, I do have my muzzle all the way on, so I can't take it off. We all know that you can't have halves and fours and 3/8. So basically, whatever I get out of this, I'll be able to do it. The first thing you want to do is you want to get this in about right there, and you want to mark it. So I'm marking it right here. And then I'm just going to go up until it stops, which it should hit the bolt. And there it goes. So we're going to mark it again. And I'm going to take it out. And then I'm just going to measure it. You can use a tape measure or anything that has inches on it. But I really like this because it seems to be a little bit better. So I'm going to measure it. You have to come over here. So from that end to that end, 17-inch barrel, So with that being about 1 inch, it's a 16-inch barrel. And that's how you measure the barrel length. Now we're going to do the barrel twist. So I have a flag on this end to let me know where I'm at when I do my full rotation. I have already marked where it had already reached. Ignore this mark. That was from the other thing we did. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go until this makes one full rotation. And when it does, right about there, mark this again. Now I'm just going to take it out. We're going to measure the same way. So I know for a fact that's going to be between this mark and this mark. So let's get marking. Maybe. I like it's this mark and this mark. So I got an 8-inch twist, or an 8-inch twist. So that would mean mine would be, so if you have one rotation, so it's a 1 in 7 twist rate. So that would be the twist weight on this. And that's all there is for the twist weight. Okay, now we're going to do the head spacing. So I have my go gauge. That's going to go right in there. Well, it should go right in there. Alright, then we're going to push this forward. And now, I'm going to pause this just for a second. We're back. So that is the go gauge. There should just be a little tiny space, not much other than that. Now we're going to do the no-go gauge. Now we have the no-go gauge in, and you can clearly see that this is the too much. It's too much spacing. So it's good to get some of those no-go, go-go gauges for your calibered rifle, and that is how you do the measurement for the headspace. Now we're doing fire and pin protrusion. Unfortunately, I do not have a micrometer. I do have calibers, so we'll just kind of go with it. First thing you want to do is make sure your bolt and your pin look just like this. You want to take that piece, set it down so it's just over the pin, and you want to stand it straight up, lock it into place. Now before you do that, you want to measure this without that protruding, just so you can get a different number. And you're going to measure this. I've got 6765. So the first measurement I got earlier was 6663, so 6765. You're supposed to subtract those. I did that backwards, so technically that would be 0, that would be 3, that would be 4, and that would be 5. So potentially that's what you got to do.